Hey there, how are you? Today I wanted to share with you four little known ways that you can stop living paycheck to paycheck and start having some security in your life. If we've never met before, hi, my name is Amy Circa, and I work with motivated individuals to help them increase their financial bottom line through powerful conversations. What that means is uh, stop living to paycheck is a major part of that. So let's go ahead and dive in. So, little known ways that you can stop living paycheck to paycheck. But really, before we get started, I wanted to make sure that I let you know that at the end, I'm going to offer a way that you can get access to my 3-step action plan to create a budget and a game plan so that you can actually implement these little known ways that we're talking about today. So again, if you want that 3-step action plan on how to create a budget that will actually enable you to stop living paycheck to paycheck, then go ahead and let us know. Reach out to me, let me know, and I'll make sure to get that. But let's go ahead and dive in. So first, little known way that you can stop living paycheck to paycheck. You got to start saving. So if you're not prepared for whatever life throws at you next, we all know that there's going to be obstacles and hurdles that you go through and endure. For my personal family, we've been through 2 different medical crises in the 4 years that my husband and I have been married. So if we were not starting to be prepared and prepared for those, it would have looked a lot different for us when we were going through those situations. So, first factor to get beyond living paycheck to paycheck is to start saving. And there's several different things that you need to be saving for. And really, the second little known factor is to start saving for things that you know are coming up. So, how many people, the Christmas holiday season is coming up, how many people have not put away money for your Christmas budget? For gifts, holiday activities, parties, whatever it might be, all the holiday festivities, all that it entails. We know it's coming every single year without fail, but so many of us don't put away money ahead of time to prepare for that. So what had happened? Ends up going on a credit card, or we get behind on other stuff because we're blowing money that we really shouldn't be, and then you're stuck paying for something that's already happened. So you're stuck in that cycle of you can't get ahead when you're still trying to catch up. So that second factor there, make sure I clarify here. So we need to start saving for expenses that we know are coming up. So insurance is paid annually, the holidays, birthdays, anything like that. If you take a vacation annually, you should have one of those as well. If it's not annually you're taking a vacation, I still would recommend having a vacation savings fund, but maybe it's not as mandatory for you to start with because I know it can seem kind of overwhelming to get all these savings funds. So if you're just getting started, this is going to be part of the action plan, but you got to start somewhere. So we'll get into that more in the action plan if you got that from me. So then tip number 3 or factor number 3 to help you stop living paycheck to paycheck is keep track of your stuff. We got to know how much money is coming in and how much money is coming out. I am willing to bet some serious money that not many people without looking can tell me how much they spent in taxes or how much was taken from them in taxes last month as a W-2 employee because it's gone before you even get the money. But you know what? That's still your money. It's still income that you technically should have received, but the government took their part first. There are ways to lessen your tax burden legally, morally, and ethically, but we don't have time to get into that today. But you have to know where you're at if you're going to get ahead from living paycheck to paycheck. Digging your head in the sand, acting like an ostrich, pretending it doesn't exist might be more comfortable, but you're never going to get ahead doing that. So you got to know where you're at. And then lastly, the fourth thing is be flexible. So many people feel like, and I started to get into this yesterday in our video, that if you have a budget, it's got to be this rigid thing, and you're never going to have any fun in life because you have to stick to your budget. And that's not true. It's just having a budget is knowing where your money is going and managing it effectively. If you want to go blow money, that's fine. If it's not in the budget, though, you have to be inflexible and be willing to sacrifice in other areas or recover somewhere else because just spending money that you don't have because you want something in the moment is not thinking long term, and you're not going to be able to get past living paycheck to paycheck. Because if we're so focused on the short term instead of thinking long term, we can't ever get ahead living like that. So, quick recap here. So, the 4 factors to help you stop living paycheck to paycheck and get beyond that. The first thing was to start saving. You got to start saving somewhere to have rainy day fund, whatever it might be. Unexpected things happen, and we have to be prepared for those in order to not be living paycheck to paycheck. Then the second thing was be prepared for the stuff that we know is coming. Start saving for it. Holidays, birthday parties, presents, vacation, whatever that might be. We have to be prepared for that as well. And then the third thing is know where you're at, know how much money you're bringing in, and know how much is going out, and know both pre and after tax numbers, because that money that's gone to taxes is still your money as well. And then lastly, the fourth thing was be flexible, because it's not going to be this rigid, perfect thing that we think it'll be. And it doesn't have to be so rigid. We have to be flexible and willing to make the short-term sacrifices where we want, and then give up other things so we can have what we want, both short-term and long-term. And it can both work out. So if you would like, I have a 3-step action plan to help you start a budget that you can actually realistically attain this and stop living paycheck to paycheck, get beyond that limitation and that fear, have some security in your life, and get to where you want to be realistically, and it's simple to do. That's the big thing. So if you want that 3-step action plan, go ahead and let me know, and if not, no big deal. We'll see you next time. Bye, guys.